Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thursday, the 7th of August. Yeah, not really too much change in the action. To be fair, we have got a little bit of nice uptrending price action on Bitcoin, which we'll talk about in a second. We're still below some key levels. We're still looking slightly more bearish than bullish, but we do have a nice liquidation pocket around 116, 116.1, and this kind of goes all the way up to 119.5, where's the big like swing high from where we dumped off. I think it was like a week ago now, nearly a week ago now. Yeah. So that's looking quite interesting for sure. We do have some stuff building to the downside, but it's not really that much as of right now. And if we just go on the 2 week time frame, yeah, there's a big pocket at 120 as well. So pretty much a lot of short liquidity all the way up to 120 that we might go and grab before potentially doing some more downside. Long to short ratio, we still got more longs in the market. We were steadily getting a lot more shorts coming in since, like a day or two ago, we hit 61.2% long and went down all the way to 54% long. Now we've got some more longs coming in back into the market, but yeah, we're still majority long at the moment. So yeah, just keep that in mind. In terms of the legend, yeah, we've hit a few orders up here, a few short orders. I don't think this got pulled. We've currently bounced off the node, which is quite nice on the hourly time frame. So that's actually good to see. We have actually regained some stuff, done a little new high, and there's a lot of stuff stacked above us that we might go and take. So all the way up to like 116, and yeah, we do have some light stuff laddered in around 112, which was the liquidity stacking below, which is about around the low that we just set quite recently. What was that? Is that the third? Yeah, that's the 3rd of August. So yeah, that's the data set. We never hit the Stuba at 120k. I think that's the magnet. Yeah, mine's a little bit, tiny bit lower, but yeah, like 119 to 120 is going to be a good place to again head short. Which I'm already short from 119.5, but I'll definitely re-short that if we get there. I'm also in agreement. Um, I'm just a little bit sketched out by all the longs, but yeah, I am long on alts just for a potential bounce, as we were talking about pretty much this whole week. There actually hasn't been that much change since Monday, to be honest. My Tuesday stream was a little bit boring because there was literally no change. We do have some slight changes, but nothing too much to talk about. Again, we just spoke briefly about this new high that we got, and we also have a higher low from here. This is the big low as well. If we just go to the 4 hour as well, see that there's some support around 111. If this loads, just give it a second to load, and then yeah, so we do have a little bit more support around 111k, which will be interesting to see if we do take that long liquidity at some point. But yeah, I think gaining August is going to be a big one. Yeah, I think gaining August is going to be the big one, and then once we get up to like 119, in between 119 and 120 is going to be an interesting area as well. So yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin. Not too much change. Not too much change at all, to be honest. What else should we look at? Bitcoin DOM again. We've got some slight uptrending price action here as well. Again, not too much change as well. This is just kind of just doing the consolidation, doing the thing. ETH Bitcoin actually looking pretty decent for alts. We actually did talk about this looking slightly better. We're actually in resistance right now, but this is not looking too bad either. Which is why I'm still long on alts. Again, ETH looking a lot more stronger than Bitcoin, but we are coming up to some resistance around 3880, and then the Stuba at 3820 might be a place to hedge. But again, if we do that, we could just come back down, find this as support. I'm pretty sure this is the August and the December. Is it the December level? I'm not really sure, but this is going to be potentially support if we do come all the way up and hit the AA6 and this swing from the 31st of July. Um, yeah, so that's about it. We are currently on this 4 hour candle. If we can break above this high that we just set on Tuesday, it could be looking quite good for a test up in like 3880, like I said. But yeah, not too much changes. This is just grinding up. It's looking pretty decent as of right now. We are gaining daily open. We're gaining August. That was a sneaky little close there, actually. Let's have a look. I'll take that off. Yeah, so we've got August and December. We closed above August. Right now, at about 618. We're literally about at this resistance. So yeah, it's looking interesting. If we do get back up here, I'm potentially gonna hedge again. Depending on the long to short ratio, of course. But yeah, let's go into some of these altcoinies. And someone said virtual, right? So we'll look at virtual straight away. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so where I'm sitting on this is potentially we're going to see a bounce here up to this resistance, this little swing that we did towards the end of July. And then what's going to happen is we're either going to make a higher low from where we just made this low here, or we're going to do one more leg down into the big daily Stuber pocket, which is also going to be the daily combination band as well. It literally comes in right at the 786 as well. Those are pretty much the two options for me. If we do come up and if we do one more like down, one more down move, this is going to bring us into a lot of daily Stuber fibs from the move from April all the way up to pretty much like May, June on a lot of alts. And yeah, I'm going to be bidding a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's potentially a bounce play here. Again, the precursor, gain August, and you can talk about maybe longing into here and then yeah, I mean, even up into here. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Actually looks good. Probably just going to take a little bit longer. We have come and tested this swing as support though, so there is a good chance that that test right in there from this swing low back down here could be the bottom. I'm not saying it is, but it could be the bottom if we come and test here and then we do some sort of like higher low, like I said, and then we start making some structure and gaining some stuff like that. But yeah, again, I'm not bearish on the altcoin market. I'm actually bullish for the altcoin market for the end of the year, and yeah, it looks pretty decent. So let's update on some of my trades. I would like to hear what kind of trades you guys are in or what you're looking to get in as well. So I was talking about Bonk in Adrian's stream last night. Yeah, Adrian's stream is at like 1, 2 a.m. for me, so sometimes I just tune in with like super blurry eyes. And I really do like this daily chart. I think this is quite good. So we got a high, which is also this swing from back in here. I'm just going to put all these rays on just so you can see where the zone is. So we're basically in that zone, which is quite nice. I'm going to leave that on as the daily swing right there. And we can even just put something like that. Actually, I'm going to just take that off. Simplicity. The daily combination band, we're right on it, which is nice. If we go back down to the 4 hour as well, you'll see that from this 4 hour, from this new high, we actually got supported on the 886 with some bullish divergence down here as well, which is also nice. I also flipped the combination band. We're also being supported by that as well. So it's potentially looking quite good for me. And I am in a long. So right now, I mean, it's looking a little bit wishy-washy right now because with this is resistance that we need to gain. So again, if we can do something like that, it'll be looking really nice. But again, I think it's quite a nice invalidation that if we start coming back down here and closing some candles below here, then I'm just gonna obviously like run for the hills on this trade. But yeah, I'm expecting this to maybe do something like that, and that'll be a nice little trade for me. So that's something that you guys could definitely get stuck into right now. Obviously, we are still in this little 4 hour downtrend. It definitely has the potential to reject and do one more down into this swing. Don't get me wrong. So make sure you're managing your risk and you're not using crazy leverage and stuff like that. But yeah, this is something I am interested in right now. And this test of here was quite nice, and we have gained the daily open right now. So if you wanted to get in this, maybe your stop could be just under there, and then again around the Q4. If we lose that, it's going to be looking really, really bad. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. We're getting some bullish div on the retail stablecoin demand as well, which is nice. We're in a nice little uptrend as well. That's actually looking good, especially as the price is still slightly in a downtrend. Retail stablecoin demand is in an uptrend, and we're getting some bull divs, especially on the oscillator as well. I think this does look good for a pop, especially when you look at the daily as well, like this. So yeah, I think that's got a good chance for a little pop. Still my injective long, still my sui long. They're pretty much just chilling. I'm not even going to look at that chart. Still long on high pump Fartcoin as well. It's looking a little bit rough at the moment on height, but I'm not going to be scared out of my position. Again, Fartcoin's in the accumulation zone as well. So I'm on super low leverage and I'm just accumulating those more as like they are leverage trades, but I'm treating it kind of like spot at the same time. So that's kind of chilling. We talked about Tau. We actually talked about Tau quite a while ago when we were probably like up here, and I did say that 330 to 340 was going to be a nice place to potentially catch some on spot if you're interested in this coin. And yeah, we seem to have hit that, holding quite well. Obviously, what we're going to need is a little breakout from here and a retest, and then we're going to go straight for the highs, which is going to look quite nice. Probably in the Stuba as well. If we just do that. Yeah, we did a little sneaky close below, but then regained. Looks quite good. I hold this on spot. I might buy a little bit more, and then if we get back up to the highs, take a bit of profit around, um, you know, 430, 440 in that area. What else? I am long on Doge. Yeah. Let's get a different chart. I'm long on Doge as well. Quite a while ago, we did talk about 20 cents being a potential area for support. We did do a close below, so we have got a close below on the daily time frame, but the 4 hour did hold quite nicely. So basically, yeah, we just hold that just about night, just about. We did a nice close just above there, sneaky little close above August. So I decided to get in, I think just under 20, somewhere around here. And yeah, again, same thing. Gain August, you're gonna go up higher. So yeah, if you're not in any positions and you don't really want to enter right in the middle of this range, you didn't get any down here, you didn't get any down here, what I would probably recommend you do is just wait for something like that and then a retest somewhere like around there, and then you can just long it up to here, take some profit, and then hopefully we do something like that. So yeah, I'm long on that. And yeah, I think that's it for me. The most immediate trade that I did get into recently that is sort of around the area is Bonk. And yeah, that's it for that nice little roundup. I got a long on Filecoin just below the weekly open. Nice. I managed to get some. So I'm long on Hyperliquid from 9.5 ages ago. Let's actually look at Filecoin. So FUD coin, and I want to get a fresh chart. I know that I don't have anything on MDX chart, so we did do a sneaky close below on the daily, which is not very nice, but we've since regained, which is also quite nice. Again, we've got a new high, so I'm just steadily accumulating around here. Again, stop's going to be sort of around 8.7 on this trade. I had a long from around here, which I took, I was taking profit all the way up, and that's still long because it's on 3x cross on hyperliquid. I managed to catch something nice around 90 cents just on these wicks recently, so down here, just because of the overlapping support and the combination band. So I'm in a slightly tighter one from here. It's about 9190, just around there. And then I also longed it a little bit higher on my blowfin as well, probably about 105 here, which I'm underwater on at the moment, because that was the Stuba play, which did not hold. But yeah, I'm still long, and it's a little bit worrying about that daily close, but I think it could play out something similar to this, where you get the close below, and then you get the regain, and then it just starts doing that. So I'm not really too scared, because this is the big low that we've done. So yeah, fuck coin, accumulating big time. Injective, yeah, my long's still intact quite nicely. Let's go on the spot. Obviously, we got into some nice resistance on this swing back from. Damn, this is all the way back from February, so obviously expected to be resistance. Came back down, retested June quite nicely, and I think I'm in from. Where am I in from? I must be in from around 12.1, so. Stops around 12, 11.9, and I'm just gonna pretty much just chill in this one. From there. Again, all these alts, they have potential to do something like this, have a little pop, come up to here, maybe Bitcoin fails, maybe even come up to the highs, Bitcoin fails. Then we'll see if we find this as support and start farming out some structure, it would be nice. But then again, there could be some daily stubers, and we could fail all the way back down to the daily stuber in here, which again, I'll be a big buyer if any altcoins get back down into like daily levels like this. In there. So yeah, slow August maybe pick up again next month. Get some movement, stuff like that. What happened with the Trump tax? Does anyone know what happened with that announcement or anything? I'm not really keeping up too much. Oh, I am in PopCat as well, of course. Let's have a look. Spot. Take that off. Yeah, so I am in PopCat as well. I didn't manage to get it on this nice wick down into support. This actually stopped out my trade that I was in from all the way at the start of July. I longed it around 2.8. I actually put that in the Pro Sigs as well. We had a really nice run up of 75%. I took about half. I mean, I should have taken more profit, but I took about half off on the way up. So, I mean, it was a profitable trade. It could have been way more profitable when it was up here, though. And yeah, I saw this nice close above here. Got a nice close above here, and I decided that if we do get a retest of the lows, I was going to long it. We got a perfect nice 786 retrace. Wi-Fi, please. Is the stream okay? My Wi-Fi is struggling a little bit. Just gonna have a cigarette while it seems to do this a little bit since the baby started messing with the router. I'm gonna assume if no one's saying any that is bad in the chat, that it's okay and it's just temporary. Stream okay. Yeah, all good now. I switched my internet. Sometimes I have to switch from the 2G to the 5G. All good now? It's glitching a bit. Yeah, it's my Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, I have to deal with this. Good now. Yes, I think it's fine now. Should be fine now. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about again. We did this nice little close. So watch for these sneaky closes. We've got nice sneaky close above. Okay, I said I want to enter into a trade. Pull my fib. This is going to be my area right around here. March. If we get a new low, actually specifically around here. Laddered some bids in around here, and now we've regained, and I'm in a nice trade. So yeah, looking pretty decent. We do love to see it. And I think now this has got a good chance of going up and testing 3-4 on PopCat. So on PopCat, when I just take these off, I'm going to just take everything off for a second. PopCat trades very, very organically. So from all the way back here, you can see that when we set new highs, we do really nice bullish retrace. So nice bullish retraced. Again, set a new high. I don't think this one actually did it. Not quite. So you would have missed that one. Again, new high. Nice bullish retraced. And it loves to retest previous highs. So for example, even in this local price action, you can see that we tested there. When we failed very, very convincingly. Even, even like back here, you can see the failures quite nice and early. And I just find it to be a very, very easy and organic thing to trade. So if you're looking for something that swings very heavily, and again, even this test of the lows, you can just see that it trades very, very nicely, even from all the way back here, the test there. It's just a joy to trade, to be honest, and it trades exactly the same on the lower time frames as well. So definitely get stuck into it. No sound. No sound. Um, Sound now. What about now? Cannot hear anything at the moment. Fucking hell. What about now? Good. Okay. It's just Discord being weird. Thank you, guys. Anyway, I was just talking about PopCat very briefly, saying that it trades very, very organically. So I'm just going to show you. Oh, whoops. Again with sound. So back here we got low. We set a new high just from here. Again, get your fib, pull it like so. Perfect retrace. Again, you can do the same here. New high. This one didn't hit, but you could have tried. Again, new high. Perfect, nice little retrace. And you can see that even in the price action, it just trades very, very organically. For example, here we came up and hit the high. We came up and tested this low all the way from back here as well. And it's just It's just a joy to trade. Is basically what I was saying. Absolutely love it. It's my favorite coin to be honest to trade. But I've never held any on spot. Weirdly, everyone seems to think I own bags of PopCap, but I literally only leverage trade this on like 3x. That's it. And it trades exactly the same on the lower time frames as well. So and you can get really nice swings. So um, for example, that didn't quite hit. If it went a little bit higher, it would have been nice. Um, that didn't really hit. Anyway, there's many things you can do with PopCat, and it's really good fun. Someone should get a bot on this for sure. Definitely. But yeah, I'm in a nice long from around 286 ish or something around here. Anyway, that's about it for me. Does anyone have anything they want me to look at? Any trades that you're looking to get into? Any spot coins that you're looking to potentially get into for the rest of the year? Anything else really? Because there's not too much change in the market since Monday. With some slight uptrending price action, ETH's holding really nicely. Pretty much the same things that we talked about on Monday. Still waiting for a slight bounce. Still got majority more longs in the market, which is a bit sketchy. But other than that, uh, everything else, especially alts, look good for a little bit of a bounce, and then potentially we might get rejection and see one more low, or we'll do a higher low, and yeah. Spot on Alu, Morpho, please. Sure. Alu. Alu. I've never heard of this thing. So this is the right one, yeah? Alu Archloot. Sounds like a game. Yeah, so something like this last cycle, I'd be like, yes, just buy some. What I do like about this is we have some giga bull div on the weekly. I do just have to say the price action looks absolutely dog shit. There's nothing on the price that says that you should buy this apart from the giga bull divs that we're having. So, um, we had some decent tests in here. This actually made a new low, so potentially we're regaining. So to change the price action, we just need to gain this very simply, and then maybe you do like a higher low. Uh, Again, the thing that I do like is the weekly bull div. Again, this doesn't have to play out straight away. This can still do this for a while on the weekly time frame. But I mean, if you like the coin, it's down in Goblin Town right now. So yeah, I mean, this actually was even a test all the way back from here, this low pretty much. We'll just leave it there. That looks quite nice. So yeah, again, this is potentially the deviation. We don't know yet. It's very early. Obviously, what you're going to want to see is some nice uptrending price action. If we can gain this or do some high lows, it will look a lot better. Really, the gain of this is going to be what's going to change the price structure. Yeah, I don't really know what this is, but if you like it, it's as low as it can be. Really, I can always go lower, but it's pretty darn low at the moment. This is potentially, I think, gonna bull div again. Yeah, that's gonna bull div again on the daily, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, as soon as this changes this price structure, it's gonna giga break out because of that daily bull div. Oh, is this the wrong? No, this should be the right chart. Wait, Alu. Yeah, it's the right chart. It's the same. Yo, Zeus, why? What are you doing awake so early, bro? The fuck? Morpho. Oh, not this one. Allura. Okay, sorry. Missing one U. Oh, okay, my bad. Alu? Like this? Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. Right, I just did some TA on some random coin. Okay, so this is pretty. This is pretty new. Let's just check the other ones quickly. Let's see. Okay, that's probably got the most data. Again, sort of the same thing. It's relatively new coin released last November. Um, Probably a micro cap. Um, yeah, this one looks a little bit worse. I don't know anything about this project, but it's looking like very controlled selling down here. This is very inorganic, I think, this downward slope. It's literally just people absolutely getting dicked on. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of this. There's obviously potential. There's potential, but this doesn't look as good as the other one that I just looked at. We do have some nice bull div on the retail stablecoin demand daily, which is really nice to see. But again, the big gain's going to be here. If you can gain that, it's going to start looking really good, and maybe do some retests in here. For right now, if this is a micro cap, I would probably advise to stay away unless you really know about the project and you really believe in it. You can start buying some of these lows. I mean, if this was last cycle, I'd be like, yeah, obviously take a fucking gamble, but it's micro caps are something you should probably stay away from right now. If you can gain this and then yeah, do some retests, it will look way better. Morpho USD. Yeah, so this is already, you can just see that this chart looks way better than the one we just looked at. A lot better. This is looking a lot better, yeah. I actually bounced at the combination, man. It could have went a tiny bit lower to the 786 in the December and it would have been perfect, but as of right now, this looks like some really strong price action, brother. So, yeah, on this 4 hour close, you're going to get a nice little gain of this. Probably going to come up to this resistance area and find resistance as the oscillate and the retail stablecoin demand is getting very oversold. But again, if you do find a rejection here, you're looking to bid these levels on a bullish retest now. That's also that swing low from there. Whoops. Yeah, so again, wait for this 4 hours candle to close. That will confirm the breakout. Probably come up to here, find resistance, and then you can bid in between, like 183, 187 ish, wherever that is, wherever this zone is now. Yeah, that looks way better. This looks way better. I like this. I like this price structure here. I like that, and then a breakout and a retest. That looks good. I like that a lot. That's cool. That is cool. Flying to DC today. I had to be up at 3:15. Oh, I said, oh shit, I can off the chat stream. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be back soon. I promise you. I know I've been lying a lot, but um, I'm thinking next week. My visa's gonna be up anyway soon, so been here for nearly 3 months. I literally just done a will. I just left and just never came back. England's in the fucking, I don't even know, in the dungeons right now. That shit is crazy. And it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. UK is so cooked, bro. UK is so cooked. Unbelievably cooked, bro. But yeah, yeah, I'm still waiting, still hoping for a little bit of a bounce. There's not really too much else that I'm interested in getting too far into right now. I mean, we're in quite a lot of stuff, but we could look at some of these, like, some of these sort of coins. So yeah, that's looking quite interesting. Let's actually have a look at Pengu. Yeah, this is looking potentially quite interesting as well. I might long a bit of Pengu if it comes back down. We've gained the August, it's also around the same area as the Q1 yearly open, so this is something that's potentially actually still good, this and Bonk. If this comes down into here, what you don't want to do is make a new low from here now. We're in the stupid pocket again. We had a nice little wick into it. Had some closes above here. Did a nice high. Actually, did a nice double bottom equal low. So yeah, it's actually not looking too bad. Getting some nice divergences on the oscillator. I think this could definitely go for a little bit of a pop. But that was a. See, this is just beautiful stuff. Low, high, Stuber. Here's the pocket. Combination band comes in literally the same way, as in we're bull diving at the same time as we're coming down into it. Get a nice wick. If you've got some orders in there, you're filled. Bang. Get the initial pump. Take some profit, 10-20%. Set your stop, like around here, or break even, or slightly in a loss, so your profit covers it, and then just leave it. And if you did that, you're in a great position. That's literally my perfect setup, to be honest. I love to trade like that. Oh, it's a little bit cold in here. Let me just. Where's the AC? So yeah, we've actually ran through quite a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. Oh yeah, I'm still in a bob trade as well. This also looks quite good. I managed to just randomly hit some orders around here that I had set like years, not even years ago, sometime in July. And yeah, I hope this pops up to here where I can take a nice bit of profit. I actually, yeah, tried to catch quite a lot of this stuff in the Stuber and got stopped down quite a lot of stuff as well. But my Bitcoin short is covering it, luckily, from 119.5. Something with Moodeng. Yeah, it's trying to gain. It's trying to. I don't really want to enter too many new positions because I already am quite long on altcoins at the moment. So the one thing that I do kind of like is Pengu. Like I'm long on Popcat, Injective, Sui, Fartcoin, Hype, Bonk, Doge, and I'm short on Bitcoin. I think that's about it. It's ridiculous. And Brett. So that's more than enough. But yeah, That's about all I've got to speak about right now, to be honest. Um, if anyone wants to talk about anything else, or I can just look at some. To be honest, I could just look at some of the other big altcoins as well. Like I haven't looked at Pepe in ages. Yeah, this looks potentially quite good. So in this very local price action, we did a sneaky close below this high, and then did a sneaky retrace all the way to the 886, and we've now gained the weekly open Q4. This looks potentially really good as well. You're basically just looking for that now to regain that, and then you're going to go all flight all the way up to June, which would be quite a nice trade. Yeah. Again, it's quite similar on a lot of the altcoins at the moment. You could potentially try a slightly more risky long, as we are getting rejected from this daily open right now. You could try a more risky long from here with a really tight stop, just something like, why is my, excuse me, magnet, like a, yeah, just like a really tight stop like that. But again, this isn't really the best trade because you're potentially just looking for it to do 3% up to August and maybe, I don't know, do something like that. But yeah, if we can break this, it's gonna start flying. But yeah, that's also a perfect retest, isn't it? Pepe, I haven't looked at Sol in a little while. Mm, wow, I got way too many lines on this chart. Yeah. What's Floki doing? Floki and Whiff. We'll have a look at Floki and Whiff. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad either. Yeah, that looks quite good. What's this doing? Struggling on its weekly open in August right now. We do have a higher low and a higher high. So we got this higher high and this higher low as of right now. So you can do something like that. Come up and retest and then just, yeah, that might be quite nice as well. Hmm, that's good. That's actually holding quite nicely. What did this do? 65, no, more. Yeah, like 65%. It's not bad at all, is it? With quite similar as well. Pretty much the same, actually. Actually got supported on the June level. Yeah, that came all the way back down into overlapping support as well. So obviously, potentially a very good area to have some bids in. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. What's happening with Phantom FTM? Someone does talk about this sometimes in my stream. I can't remember who. Yeah, this is just doing nothing really. That actually looks a little bit rough. What else? Not too much else on the cards. So yeah, I am in bonk around these levels. It's looking slightly worse than some of the other stuff we looked at that do have a higher high and a higher low. So for example, we just looked at Whiff and we just looked at Floki. So those things are looking slightly better on the price action terms, but I think this looks better on the daily. Yeah. Isn't FTM rebranded to S? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it is. But the FTM USD, this spot crypto, I think still shows the same. That's at 282. Let's just have a look. SUSD, USDT. Ever since they rebranded, they've absolutely just shat the bed. Right, look at this nasty ass retest. And this is something that you don't want to buy, because when we had a nice run up, look at this price action from April here. Came down, tested support, came up, actually made a new high sneakily, and then just started absolutely shit in the bed in May and June. And we didn't even get a run up when most of the market was going up. So if you look at like Injective, since April, some nice upturning price action, came back down, retested, had a nice run up in July, made a new high. It's just like, why would you even buy that shit? Why would you buy this? Hmm. So yeah. Anyone else got anything for me? Or I might just leave it here because I'm going to start either repeating myself or have nothing else to talk about. We'll just look at Link quickly. Where's Link? I must have it somewhere here. I actually don't. I'm quite a big fan of Link. I don't actually own any, but if I was going to make a long-term portfolio, Link would probably be one of the coins that I would put in it. Link Doge, something like that. Again, this is holding quite bullishly. It actually got a nice little bounce in the 618 where this little, what should we call it? This little consolidation was from there. Gain August and you're going to go up and test the highs. A rejection of December, and you're either going to basically farm out some structure like this, or you could potentially make a new low all the way into the daily stew. But again, this is still going to be bullish. If we get some nice like wicks down into here and then regain like that, it's going to be like, yeah, rest of the year, absolute fly. But yeah, that's basically my whole gist on the whole altcoin market. Like, I'm looking for a bounce to come up to the highs, and then we'll see what happens when we come down. If we can hold, make some higher lows in between here. If not, we're going to go all the way back down into the daily Stuva, where again I'll be a buyer. So yeah, if we do get back up here, I'm going to potentially take some hedges, uh, just for the potential of coming all the way back down into the daily Stuva. But we'll have to play it by ear and see what happens. Because like if we start getting some nice closes up at the yearly open, then it's more likely that we're going to come back down and do a higher low. If we start getting some closes like below December and it starts stalling really early, then yeah, maybe we'll have to talk about maybe coming all the way back down into here. But we'll see. And you know, no rush. We got the most bullish part of the year coming up. Potential rate cuts as well. So yeah, not worried. Potentially we could see some more pain in the market just because of the amount of longs. But again, if you look at the chart, it's just not looking that bad, is it? It's just there's just nothing to worry about yet. We've got some nice support. Even if we came back down to like 10, 108, I would not be too worried unless the long to short ratio is like 70% long. But yeah, there's it's just looking at this Bitcoin chart without the altcoins, it just looks like we might do one more, unfortunately. But yeah, I do hope we come up and test sort of like 118, 119 to 120 somewhere in there, and then maybe we can talk about again like all the other alts doing something like that and one more pop. But let's see. That's that's me. So yeah, I think I'll stop my recording